Yes. Tani unchire zo teni yara lombo tse yonke pa trombo sonte Dharma ni harta hyonsar gu pa yamche so. De chire zo ya lupo tromse songre mato Dharma lepa machawa lopa yu zang shepa kashi tanda Dharma yag mayan de zo hyonsar ji. Pumo ton trava sala mrepa gur zang shepa ton. Yar don tse kepa lepo masonwa Gershaw shepa son magupa danje yampi teni mrong son. Tate chire the parchete hyonsan lutoso, Jilapa yu mozo, min chardu manga sala yoputu, yolundu, trombozo limato, mozo tendarse. Okay, qualities and activities. And then it's like stand up straight. Put your hand together again and continue the recitation in the same ways. And it is not right to wave your like hand of the arms around without placing your hand together, and that's quite is like kind of the easy to understand. Sometimes people doing like this, like never do like this. You need to really to stand up, not like kind of like this. To really you stand up like this and then bring like this. Like when your presentation is correctly. And no short you choose the bend forward without touching your knees and the forehead to the ground. And someone is like kind of presentation, it's just like kind of not touch that there's 5 point. And just like kind of like just a little bit looks like bows. That these things is not correct. And also not should you stay bent over when you get up without standing up straight again. To prostrate like that is the disrespectful. And also it's like when you get up, not kind of like this side on again, not when you each time your body is really too direct. And then you put palms, everything's correct, you do. Only, maybe you cannot to respect many things, but if you are correctly, you doing the one presentation, maybe you like kind of the strange, you're doing like, how do you say, it's like, looks like fast, and also it's like a text presentation, you are doing 100, like doing instead that correctly one, maybe the accumulation or the virtue is the same, maybe equivalent. And you're doing like kind of the, I'm all the time, there is the like tashaks in Tibet, tax presentations here. And this kind of, I need to like 100,000 presentations, like doing, you need to quickly finish it. Maybe you like doing this kind of presentations, also it's like millions, maybe I'm not sure which kind of. Probably you correctly, mentally you remember the visualizations and all the Guru Yogas. And spiritually you are recited these 7 branches, and Buddhist respect to standing up, pumped together is correctly. Like this you do is absolutely marvelous. Now it's how it is the benefit. It's now it's like coming. And also sometimes I want to give informations. Some people want to finish it quickly, the 500,000. When you hear the beginning, but finish, If you are reciting, you count like this, then it's okay. Maybe 1 to 10 or 2, 3 weeks you finish it. But what you read it, we don't know. Maybe it's make a mistake, and also maybe wrong. Instead of doing like that, maybe it's negative. Better to don't do like this. And also it's like they accumulate refugee, accumulate the bodhicitta, accumulate the Vajra mantras. These things to correctly like this with the samadhi, with the spellings correct and numbers correct. Tatelangi tata inji toshin bangama som kashik tani solid. Cherry the Njupon rogue, tapi injok ni bangama salt, sits in agenda shidra. Then is the handrun done. Conjuson standard. Ijan denton, take so got Tarun Trunk sent it national and Yamon. I could. This morning I'm criticized to him. And we are talking about the Monroe and like this. Kuchi, Master, can you stop the comment? And sometimes in Tibet there's called some Hwapas, has a body mala like this. When this, they are going like this. What they are reciting, I don't know. The Mala is like this, Tom is very, very fast. Where is my horse? I think it's all the yaks running up. I need to go to the Malas, like put in the hand, it's going like this. But now I don't want to laugh. And like this candle, don't do, okay? And Gershoshi Panamaji, the Jonrogoseta, Alason Jervina Teni Mrum. Garchi Gershoshi Namanji, Jon Rokerhi Java, Jat Bava Chimbo, Yopa, Moton, Mervaton, Gurden Rovateta, Lulamba, Sombina, Tenda Mumbo, Mi Lutan, Samsala. I took the Mervaton said, Middle Luton, Tosso Nakes on the Jabla Cherry, him music, Ned, Chimbo, not a Dzogchen Ranyak Tandawa, him Jandana, we want that you couldn't do Tandago Lutan language. It the Trashon Sarna, Pemba Nupanoya, Mervaton, Jala, Water, Tandago Lutan Hindo, the Shigama, the Gershot, Tandan Sarju to Zaza Mazuna, give a descent deeper into the Yolerism. It is said that the fully ripened effect of the doing persitations without standing up state is to be the reborn as the hunchback dove. Hunchback dove means it's like kind of they cannot to stand it, like some very in the human beings. Dolph is like dolph and very short this side human, and because they have in the brain on the back sometimes dolphs is sickness because in the back there is all the like growth energy is one place to go and then they cannot to grow. This sort of very much suffering. Sometimes you make the presentation of the tax presentation, maybe this result is negative things. In that perspective, in the future, to remind us, we need, even we do some presentations very much correctly, fantastically. And here is the parent, Reni, Shansarva Yentse. That is the parent, Reni Shansar, Secretary, Tangi Shansar gonna lu deathon yon sanch. Jich, Ninchi the Shansar Yona, the Yon, Mahupala Shansal Tani. Give a chimbo to Tosuna, Nala, Deva Chimbo in Toyonsa. Don't I Shansani, then a parent, Reni Shansarva, Yen Jose. Then is not the Tashot in Sal, Jok in Sariana, Tashot Matation Rosa in the Chiriana, Tanga Son Giti, Nalude on Red, not draw us, Tanga name him rain sound the Jena, the pen on the sound mato, Sampian Tamchik, Tan Sanjito, Chu, you're not regular. Tenel Lungan the Shon Sarjon, Mugupan, Dupi. Trong Momboron, Matabron, Contabte, Uzong, number Tawari, Eson Tavala, Big Gu, so Tachi, Tronka Shom Bontomombom, Tad Matal Nayon, Jered Uzong in a Yom, shot Saki Matsana, Yomochin, number Tawari, Eton Tavala, Big Gupa, Yonson, Tartan winning around Tido, Takamason Songari, short Saki. That is like a. Handbag, doves. We do the presentation is the hope of the benefiting from them. For example, sometimes people's presentation is wanted to become the healthy, like a kind of gymnastic, like kind of the two presentations. I'm become strong. Mine is like kind of the blood pressure going down. And I maybe become handsome, or maybe I'm become healthy, and like this, my knee and my feet, everything, maybe it's that. Therefore, I'm a presentation. And also, if I'm like kind of presentate, and then through that, maybe I can to realize it, nature of the realities. This kind of the respect and put the hope. If you are presentations, the presentation is the hope, the benefit. Hope is all the times when you practice Dharma, you have a lot of hope. This is obscuration. Hope and fears. Hope is all the times a hindrance. Hopes. For example, like there's argumentation. Argumentation, what is argumentation? The Shiri Chimbojeser. Pena Sonji Tunduk Loteyong Riva Rivas. Nga Sonji go Sanchin Tamchi Sonji Togo Samnayo. Teyon Chirizo Nasonji could come to San Tireva, Teyon Chirizo Diparindo, so ten young Marison. Chirizo sentient Tamchik could turn the Mason Jin under Majin under sentient Tamchik turned to Samna, Tireva Tendana, gave river hither. Tenda would raise it, Sonji Tunduk Lolayon, take game candidates here is. Then, for example, there are some argumentations. If we say, I want to become enlightenment, this wish, this expectation also not really positive, because it's like you are self-centered to you want to become enlightenment. And this kind of, they are like a debating. No, like this. Why you want to become the enlightenment? Because benefit for sentient beings. If there's only the myself then benefit, why I need to be enlightenment? For example, all your family is like kind of the poor, beggar. They are begging in the street. But you are extraordinarily rich and comfortable. What is the benefit? And like same as you are be enlightenment, okay? Sentient beings suffer in the samsara. And therefore, even you are generate bodhicitta, is to say, may all sentient beings, when you are presentations, like presentations, there is something virtuous, and the benefit for the sentient beings. If there is some accumulation merit, that is also like for the benefit of sentient beings, then presentation is absolutely fantastic, and therefore is the benefiting. And also it's like so there is no point and doing then in a way that is only the result is like the deformed bodies, and like a kind of during this kind of doing positive, they put the hope. I want to become like, I want to receive blessing from the teacher, and I. And this kind of doing activities, there's no like a virtue, but only some the result. Deformed body, some fake body, handicap body. And therefore, here is the mentioned to the pattern which says that even if you cannot do many prestations, fantastic, make the effort to ensure that however many you can do, they are all done impeccable. It's impeccable. It's like kind of the like perfectly. It's different like kind of the and perfectly. That is. And in Tibet there is like yong tapa, and purely maybe one like or two, maybe seven, and it's a good person, Dharma practitioner, good persons. Before you go to bed, then they make 3 prestations. In the morning you wake up, immediately you 3 times prestation. That's someone's daily, all life they doing. Just 6 prestation is not that kind of complicated. But this one maybe you correctly doing. Maybe it's like you doing like kind of go to in the retreat and put a lot of hope. And the like a kind of when I receive benefit, maybe 100,000 prestations. I'm not sure it's such benefit. And like this, then it's here is like, can you do like something prestations? Impeccable, or the perfectly, correctly. That's doing is your fantastic. Thank you very much. And do you have any questions? Yes, dasha. Dasha is da, нет.
Yeah, now it's a very good chance to ask you some small details about frustrations. First question, how is it going in Dzogchen? Should we accumulate 100,000?
What?
When we do frustrations, should we accumulate 100,000
Yes.
or exactly, or it should be also plus 10,000 kind of correction of mistakes?
100,000 and
Plus 10,000, like kind of the tail, like leftover correction of mistakes, or it should be exactly 100,000.
you're talking about this 7. Ah. One malas you have the 108. You this 8 one you count or not count? You mean that?
Yeah. So
no, you cannot count. And this 8, so when you recite any mantra, prestation, whatever you do, 100, this 8 like kind of the repair, whatever you missing things.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying here.
Okay?
And another, when we do prostration and we're going down, and then we put our hands straight, should we touch also our forehead?
Same. You to put in the ground longer one or short one, and to the like a pump, like a way of the pump, doing a way of the pump is same. Now it's really I don't understand your English. Kembo is fantastic. Can you ask Kembo? Yes, most times they doing it. Okay, la. Most they doing this is maybe how do we say it? There's no explanation, but it's doing. Okay, la. And after like this, then do like this. That you mean? Okay. Yes.
And then also, I don't know is it important or not, but when we are down and then we are trying to stand up, should our hands go first up or our knees? Or should our hands kind of touch the knees? Or is there some small...
And you go to like this, your hand, okay? And then look. You go to hand like this, and then first your knee, and then your hand. Okay?
And when we're going down, then it also doesn't matter. Should we put our hands first on the floor?
First knee, and then hand.
Okay.
And also sometimes you longer one, sometimes hand. Then it's knee.
Okay, so it doesn't
Matter. Doesn't matter, okay. As a matter, doesn't matter. Now, okay, just okay? Translate. Translate. Okay, other? Yes.
Rinpoche, I would like to ask, previously we talked a bit about samayas and how long it should, how to restore them, etc. But it's not very much clear for me what is breaking of samaya.
Unlimited samayas. Yes, this one. Your general question of the samaya?
Because there are some, tantric samayas,
That is like the Kambo taught to. Samaya means commitment.
Yes.
If you committed, and then you broken, that's not good.
But which kind of the commitment? Because
You never have commitment?
Sometimes there is a list.
In the worldly we have commitment. Huh?
Because, for example, there is a list of 14 tantric samayas, but they are not very clear for me, in my understanding, okay, for example,
if like kind of the you enter into the individual, you take the vows of the individual liberation vows, okay? There is 250 samayas, okay?
Yes.
And this is in the samaya commitment, not killing. That is samaya.
Yes.
If you kill, then samaya broken. It's exactly like this.
Okay. So then sometimes Kempo was saying if there is 24 hours after we broke something, etc., 1 year, etc.
What is the samaya 24 hours?
No, if for example,
When he said that?
During one of our lessons.
24 hours samaya.
No. I didn't mean that. I mean, if, for example, we have a samaya not to kill, and then maybe I accidentally or whatever killed an insect or something.
That is explained. If accidentally killing, the purposely or the kind of the specifically attentionally you killing is different.
Okay, maybe I killed this.
Yeah, for example, the intentionally or accidentally killing, of course, for example, when we drive, when we working, how many beings killing? But that is not, of course, there is something negative, but that is not the same as the intentionally killing. Intentionally killing, then it's there is a vows, I don't want kills. Then how it's you break killing, okay? First, you recognize the beings. Second, you wish to kill. Third one, you prepare the weapons. Fourth, and third, you prepare and the weapon and you shoot or kill. And fourth one is this person is separated mind and consciousness. Then this is completed 4 actions. Then you samaya breaking of the killing.
Yes, it's it can happen. Surely, maybe I was afraid of some spider and then
then you broke. Oh my God! Yesterday, some the spiders came. They said this Iriana's killed me. That's you. Okay.
But sorry. But my question is more there is looks like it's not very always very much clear, and we of course we anyway break these samayas.
Yes. Why you need to break samayas? Because of the benefits I'm thinking about you. Yes. Also.
Yes, but because we are not Buddhas, we are not perfect. That's why.
But as much as we need to do it, how much we caring about the food, how much we are caring other things, but sometimes tiring. boring, but no choice for health. Like exactly, we also sometimes negative things as much as we can. Oh, I can't, oh, I can't, killing. And that is like, necessarily. Then sometimes it's accident or sometimes there's no choice. Then it's maybe you dedicated or something. But I think it's you intentionally killing. There's, I don't know, there's a negative, the positive things, okay? Sorry.
But sometimes maybe I might get sunburned and it's sometimes maybe hard to deal with these emotions. Maybe it's also a breaking of
Yeah,
samaya.
something, yes. Take care.
Oh, okay.
Okay, other questions? Yes. Leg up.
This is about samayas. I realized that samaya is only when the teacher is saying directly, this is samaya, this is what you should do or you shouldn't do. But for example, we receive some empowerment or something, and mainly there is no any words about this or that samaya. So does it mean that in this very moment, if it's not mentioned, for example, sometimes it's said like, don't like respect a woman, this is samaya. This okay because it was said. But
You need respect to the nyanyo, that's all.
But the question is, if a teacher is not mentioned specific samaya, it means that there is no.
No, there is yesterday. There's the how to call the tonsiko jodla kandi. What do you say is translated? The race of the samayas, the center of the race, I think, of the samayas is full of the talking about the samayas. And you can to read this book, then you can to understand. The masters like never giving empowerment, talking about this samadhi. It's boring. People it's a little bit. In the word of my perfect teachers, if you really keep the length of your teachers, you never need to become against the teacher's body, speech, mind, then it's okay. And also you is commitment to the practice, meet different deities, different yadams, and you receive the empowerment, you should do it, but you keep in this commitment or the samayas, you every day recite Vajrasattva mantra, maybe 3 times, 7 times, or 21 times, that is you keep the samayas. Commitment.
And you mentioned this raise of samayas, what is written, and like you said that making also I was asking.
This Tantric, I think is translated or not, I don't know. Maybe. Okay. Tantric is in Tibet, in Zingwa.
So it means that if there is some samayas written that I should
Yeah. Okay. But sometimes it's you read the notes of the Kempo Ngokchons. They say according to the mantra yanas, there is like kind of the millions samayas. But keep to the not again. Maybe I give you one information. And when you receive empowerment, when you receive the transmission, when you are receive the teachings, Boke tola karalabjana, Ronk Tamsik Munyamba Garvasona, Tapa Noma Yonjito Chik, Lama Sudon Sayana, Ontona, Lontona, Tonaji, Top Sarvajisla, Till Lama Tondon Garzik, Lika Li Gogmarva, Ron Samchilangi, on shoes, long shoes, straight shoes, Tati Lama te Kensa Jirendu. Tanangal teva mundi tela chichi nyase kosi he marab ducho he dana tansi dongandur chugun reba ji tosa teli chire se nya taw no wa yu teni chire jo te che yu te journey rong lama yam za chugul ten da ma to khashi ko on to no chi long to no chi tanda de he cha de teni jis di che mambe te che chi mando pa mari pa lama ti hyawa to hyo pa ri yu na a ta ta ngesu long da hyenyo on da hyenyo ti ta kha ge go ji lama ji ngor de den de so chi marab to chi rong la tamu me pa te pa me ba zo kan ti tansik dong gan do re rong la ni pa chen mo. What I may say is like sometimes we receive empowerment, we are without analyze after like closed eyes, according to ignorant, maybe Lama, this Lama is handsome, or this Lama is beauty, or this Lama is rich, powerful, or this Lama is holiness. And then we say to follow. Okay, I'm going to follow. Okay, so, and then you receive the empowerment, transmission, instructions, everything. And some moment you can to see some, it's like kind of the defects or the movement. This Lama is not good. I hate it now. And then we are against to fighting, criticize, put in the internet like that is not good. Then you bro. Instead that doing, when you listen to teaching anything, you see something. You a little bit kind of you're losing the feeds. Why you need to criticize? Best persons, when you are like kind of angry others, they never criticize. And you can to avoid, you can to searching to the another, you're really kind of what you need Lama like this. And therefore, Samaya is like very easily to keep, because it's like kind of, you don't practice pure perception, and you receive some empowerment like these things, and you are, some is you losing faith, you can go away and to searching another one. You don't need to see positive, you don't need to see negative, first one, you live like this. And then no Samaya break, and maybe you receive lot of empowerment, these things, and you want to keep the Samayas, every day recite the Vajrasarva mantra, and also it's like, for example, how do you say so? In individual liberation vows, everything to resume, there's 5, root Samayas. For example, like kind of the killing, stealing, sexual misconduct, and I think it's lying, and then it's alcohol. And this is like you keep others, sometimes it's just a little bit like it's okay. In the Bodhisattva vows, you have the Samayas, but there is a single one Samayas. What is this? You cannot to thinking about bad to the sentient beings. You cannot harm to other sentient beings. Then there is no problem. And in the Mantrayanas, all the Samayas connect to the teacher's body, speech, mind. If you are not against the teachers and body, speech, mind, and even the teachers like a kind of the kick out you, whatever they did, okay, maybe you are a little bit uncomfortable, you like hidingly you go away. Then it's just to you not criticize, you are not against it, you're not broken. That's very easy. Then you need to all the Samayas, or you don't know. It just doesn't matter. Sometimes too much is like absolutely tired. Okay, let's also know the Tamche Zikwan, Tomini, Dharma, Supun Solin Drokan Drova show. Now it's on campus teaching, sorry, too late. And the gone a little too late, and before the talk, 7 o'clock, there's one lady, she wants to take refuge vow, and 2 ladies I will offer to the refuge vows, okay? Before 7 o'clock.
At what time?
1 hour before.
Like 10 minutes before, or?
Ata. And someone's to just to prepare the talk, and maybe 15 minutes before, 10 minutes before, okay?
10 minutes before.
Yeah. Muscles.